Everybody, welcome. It's time for another episode of our Blue Garden journal. It's actually turned into Blue Garden / Rosy Posy because I've also got another chapter 1 kit that I'm using alongside the Blue Garden, and it's called Rosy Posy. It's another absolutely gorgeous, pretty paper, so I'm sure you'll like them. So let's have a look and see how far we've got. This is the journal that I'm working ahead on, and then we are together working on this one. So let's start at the beginning. We've got a beautiful design page, lovely lace down there. It's really nice actually. That's a paper from Strawberry Fields, I think it is, yeah. This is a page from one of my books. This is the flip that we made out of a CD wallet. Then last time we made this, I love this page, it's just simple and it's really nice. And we put that faux stitching around it, which is a laugh. Stuck some buttons on and blah blah, and it all turned out quite nicely, I think. Then we've got some square paper that you can journal on. Another design page that's been sewn around. This is shabby patchwork, I'm pretty sure. I've got a full gamut of chapter 1 papers in here. This is a page from one of my floral books. It's just gorgeous. I love it. I don't think I'm going to sew that down into a pocket because I like the fact that you can open it up and see the whole image. So I'm probably just going to leave that as is, I think. And then on this page, this is what we're going to be making today. It's what I call a page, I forgot what I even call it. Page pocket. Yes, a page pocket. And it's got a couple of little journaling cards from the kit tucked in there. These are from the Rosy Posy kit. Sorry if you can hear my washer. It's just a really nice day, so I've decided to do all the laundry I could lay my hands on. So yeah, it's just a big side loading pocket, and I've just decorated it up like that. You can decorate yours however you wish. So that's what we're going to be making today. So let's find the appropriate page. That's so pretty, isn't it? So pretty. Yeah, that's the big belly band Tommy took. That page is sewn around. This page, oh, this is pretty as well, isn't it? Really nice. Lovely book, that. So this is the page that we must be going to be working on today. So let's take that out of there. Pop it like that so I know where it goes back to. And let's head off on our voyage for today. Okay, so it's going on here, isn't it? On this side. Oh dear, get yourself sorted, girl. Let's just crease that in. Right. It's called a page pocket because it takes up the entire page. You could make a side tuck which would have exactly the same effect. You know, you'd have a tuck on the side of your page. But this uses more of your paper, so it shows off more of that loveliness, which is always nice. So what I want to do, and I want it to load from this side because this is the outside. I don't want it to load from the spine side because then it gets caught up in the spine and everything else that's happening over here. So I don't want that. So the first thing to do is I always have to think about this. Get the wrong side facing you and fold in a little bit. So this is the wrong side, but the up is still up. And fold in about 1/2 inch, 1 centimetre along this edge here. And that, I mean, I use, as you know, quite thick papers, but it just will strengthen it. It actually makes it feel nicer as well. So crease that in with your bone folder, like that. and then this is going to come over here, this is going to come under there, and this is going to be our tuck in there. So you don't want to make it wider than your page, so just have a look on your page and see where it comes to, because a nice border all the way around is quite nice. So I'm going to fold this in here. I think that's about right. So I'm just making sure that I'm straight along the edges there, and then it'll be straight down the side. And crease that in. And then bring this one over and just check that you're within your page and you've got the border spacing that you want, which I think is about there. So I'm just going to fold that in there. Just check it. Yeah, that's fine. That's lovely. And crease down there. Right, you will notice on mine that despite the fact I asked it to print the entire image, there's a bit of white along here, and I don't particularly like that rough looking bit at the top. So I'm going to take a little bit off mine. I need to anyway because it's taller than my page. So let's just take a little bit off and see where we are. If we need to take more off, we'll take more off. Just going to take that off there. And because I use thick card, there's quite a thickness of paper there, to be honest. So let's just check that we're still all right. Yeah, I just need to take that grey bit off at the top and we'll be fine. There we are. Just put that under there. Don't think I need it anymore particularly. Yeah, so there we are. It uses a page of paper, uses a page of your journal, and it gives you this lovely side tuck. You've seen me make them many times before, I'm sure. Right, so what happens now is that I want to sew down here. Now you don't have to sew it. You can just glue that piece down and you'll be absolutely fine. But I'm going to sew along that edge and then I'm going to sew around the entire thing. So bear with me and I will be right back once it's sewn. I'm back. I forgot to ink around there before I sewed it, and I've just inked it now. So I'll just ink around the rest of it. I should have remembered to do it before I sewed it. I like to do it first. Sometimes it gets caught up on the stitches and it doesn't look so pretty, but I'm alright with this one, it's fine. There we are. So that's that. That's our pocket. Which is, as I was saying to you before, it's just a big side tuck, really. That's all it is. Lovely. So, let's decorate it. So what I want is a piece of cream card, which I was pretty sure I had. Yes, here it is. So it's just cream card, the same as the cream that we've been using throughout for the pages. And I'm just going to pop that onto there. I'm going to ink it, yes, ink it, and put that onto there. And then I've got some Tim Holtz Wildflowers die cuts, and I'm going to put them, I've put a pink one on this time. I did put pink on the CD wallet as well, but this time really I wanted pink because there is so much pink in the paper. And then I've just got some of that blue that I've been using throughout, and I'm going to put there. This one here, it's a darker blue, but it really goes with that Faded Jeans ink. It's perfect colour. So what I need to do is ink around here, and I'm not going to sew around here. You could if you wanted to, for sure, but stitching always adds a bit of a depth to your work. You know, a bit of bulk, I should say, is what I'm trying to say. And this doesn't need sewing around, it looks fine. I wonder if this Faded Jeans ink pad is actually going to see me through to the end, or if I need to order a re-inker. Who knows? Alright, so that's going to go on there, so I'm going to stick that on there, but before I do that I'm going to get my ruler out of course, and put that, I'm going to put it on 1/2 inch, I think. Let's have a look at 1/2 inch and see what it looks like anyway. There. So yeah, I definitely want it over to this side because I want to be able to see that paper and how pretty it is. So yeah, I think 1/2 inch is it. And about 3/4 inch in from the top, something like that, about there. Doesn't really matter about the height being exact. I think the collall's coming out quite runny today because of the sunshine. It amazes me every time just how much the glues respond to the ambient temperature. And I pity you ladies that work, and gents of course, that work in tropical or very warm regions. I don't know how you control your glue. I just don't know how you do it. Because give mine an extra 3 or 4 degrees and it's blinking boiling hot. So there we are, that's that, that's fine. And first thing I'm going to do is put on this, the dark one, the dark blue one. I love that, it goes so well with it, and I've only got a tiny scrap of card. But it'll do me, because it'll have to do me, it's all I've got. Need to have a look through some of my oh, I didn't mean to put this on with collage, but never mind, I've started. It's probably better putting it on with collage, to be honest, because that tacky glue gets everywhere. And it's just masses of glue on there. So I'm just going to get some of it off before I stick it on. I'm going to stick it on over to this side and up towards the top. Yeah, there's loads of glue on there, but fortunately because it's collal, I can rub most of it off, I think. Ooh, hello, come back. People have got all sorts of tricks for sticking these down. Put glue on the back of your hand, etc, etc. I've tried that one. I can't bear it. I can't bear the feeling of the glue on the back of my hand, so that's out the question. Right, let's try this one. I'm going to try just a teeny tiny amount if I can get it. Just where I need it. Oh no, it's all coming out. Oh my goodness me, so much glue. Okay, let's just pat this down on the towel again. Let's take off some of it. Right, so I want that just a little bit lower. That over to there and this over to this side. I don't think I should have used collal. I don't know. How do you know? It does rub off. That is the beauty of it. And if you don't get it while it's dry, you can take a glue rubber to it, and the friction of that will dry it as well. Will get rid of it. It's not too bad actually, it's just that little bit there. That's it. Come on. You know where you want to go. That's it. Yeah, lovely. That's not so bad at all actually. And then I've just got this little blue one. I just want to pop down there. Like that. Lovely. Here we go again with this Richard Collal. I wonder if bookbinding glue would not be quite so runny. And it would stick the sucker down. Probably got the same problem. I'm just going for these end bits, the sort of flowery bits if you like, under the assumption that if they stick, then everything else will. I just want a little bit down that stem though. Right, so let's just rub that over. It's looking alright, I think. Yes, that may be the solution. Maybe. My hands feel horrible, but let's press it down. There we go. Yeah, oh, no, that bit hasn't stuck at all. That is the thing about bookbinders glue, it is not an instant grab. Right, what I want to do now is put a little label at the bottom, and this came in one of the chapter 1 kits. I'd be a liar if I told you which one. I can't even remember. It could have even been Blue Garden. But I really have got so many, and I've got a lot of them printed out as well. So they get jumbled as you go through looking for things. There we are. So I'm going to ink that and just pop that onto there. And I think that looks nice. Ink it, she said. There we go. Right, bit of glue on the back of that, and tack is good enough for this. Pop that onto there. Lovely. Get my tummy towel out and just press it down firmly. There we go. And I'm just looking for a bit of lace that I must have left over on the other table. It's thin cream lace. Mr. F's looking for it for me. Good. There it is. Well, good lad. I'm just going to put that down here, down the edge, just so we can clearly see there is an edge and there's something there to investigate. So, this is my full Fabri-Tac. The empty one is lethal. It's like the less it gets in it, the more it explodes. So, I've opened a new one. I'm just going down over the line of stitches, actually, down there. So I needn't have bothered about the stitches, or the inking for that matter. Just pop some Fabri-Tac down there. I'm using Fabri-Tac obviously because it's fabric. Oh yes, that reminds me, I've got something to show you. Something gorgeous has arrived. I'll show it to you in a minute. It has got to do with fabric. And it's beautiful. Right, let's just cut this off flush. Like that. So yeah, it's obvious then to one and all that there's something in there. So let's make the something that's going in there. And these two journal cards came with the Rosie Posy. So I am going to use those. And I'm not going to back them with anything. 2 reasons. The main reason is they're thick enough. This is 210 GSM. It's amply thick enough for a journal card. And the second thing is, of course, it cuts down on the bulk. I'm not like overly worried about the bulk in this journal. It's going to be soft backed, and it's going to have a ribbon tie. So, you know, unless it gets absolutely ridiculously out of hand, which it could, I suppose, then I'm not concerned. I quite like the feeling of a nice chunky journal. You know it holds a lot of excitement if it's nice and chunky. So I have bravely cut those out by hand. And they're just going to pop into there, like that. I might put some stenciling on the back at some stage, I'm not doing it right this minute, but at some stage I probably will. So there we have that. We have that. All systems go, folks. Ready to stick it onto the page. Such a shame, isn't it, that you have to cover up that part, because that's just beautiful. I must come up with some mechanism whereby you can still see that, because it's too nice to cover up. And I'm going to go pretty near the stitching on the outside of this, because I want to leave a bit for the spine. So I'm going to use my Collall. Pay good attention to the corners and the stitching. They're the bits that are usually the tricky bits to get stuck down. Oh, I think my washer's finished. I'll go and get my washing out. Yay! Okay, so kind of equidistance from the top and the bottom up to the stitching, pretty much, not exactly. And there you have it. Let's just see if that doesn't look very even. Right, let's get my Timmy, put the lid on my glue first before that erupts into Mount Vesuvius. And I'm just going to rub off any excess here whilst pressing it down firmly. There we are. I think we're done. I think that's that page. So let's close up the other one and bring this one in and get it in its place. So it goes there. Okay, so let's have a look through. Front cover, yay! Lovely, lovely. Push that down to the bottom now, the glue's dried. Journal, design. Beautiful image. And the one we've just done. So there we are, not so bad, not so shabby. I just want to show you the fabric that arrived today, because I know you'll love it, I love it. It's just gorgeous. So feast your eyes upon this. And look from whence it came. Ah, Liberty, Liberty of London, Regent Street. And I ordered it from the shop. I didn't order it from eBay. It's not shonky in any way, shape or form. Just don't need to have a drink. It's proper Liberty from Proper Liberty shop. So look at it. Look at that. How gorgeous is that? And how perfect is it for our book that we're doing at the moment, our journal. Look at it. It's so lovely. So yes, that came today. And it came with this. Which I'm most tickled by, I can tell you. Proper little Liberty bag. Which I guess if I'd bought it in the shop, I would have had that. You know, they would have wrapped it up and put it in there for me. So they don't want me to miss out on it. And I'm really glad they don't want me to miss out on it because I love it. And I had said to Mr. F, oh, I wonder if it'll come with a purple Liberty bag. And we sort of laughed about it, you know, but it did. It absolutely did. I can't believe it. So that's going to stay in there. Probably forever, because I won't dare to use it. No, I will. I bought it for this journal and I will use it. It's really lovely. So there we have it. Thanks for joining me today. I'll see you again very soon. Behave yourselves. Bye.